01 on a beautiful Tuesday morning. I'm first morning meteorologist Eric Burris. This is Coffee Talk. We get together 7 days a week in the mornings to chat about what's going on in the world of weather. Hopefully we're getting your day started off on the right note. It is a lovely day in the neighborhood, and I'm happy to say the top two things we're watching are nice weather this morning, but a thunderstorm threat arriving. And I'm only happy to say because it's not happening right now, okay? So it's a bright, beautiful start to our day. Let's get you started with a live look on our Tower Cam network. We are peeking out over Brevard County, where the current temperatures are nice and comfortable, just as they have been these last several days. Let's take a look at those temperatures in Brevard County. Melbourne at 71 degrees, and that's where that Tower Cam was just a moment ago. It's 67 degrees in Palm Bay. We're at 70 degrees in New Smyrna Beach. We are sitting at 60, though, in DeLand, 65 in Orlando, and into the 50s north and west of town. So it looks great. It feels great. We compare temperatures to this time yesterday. We're running warmer. We knew that was going to be the case. That will play out through our afternoon forecast as well. First morning live Doppler radar scanning, not finding anything. It's a beautiful start. So where do we go from here, my friends? Take a look at your 12-hour forecast. We start off comfortable, but through the day with all of that beautiful sun, we'll bring those temperatures up. We'll make it to about 82 degrees. By 1 o'clock this afternoon, 85 degrees, our high temperature. So it is, we're not talking records or anything, but it is certainly going to be a nice and warm day, all right? You have plans? Are you enjoying? I hope you have the opportunity to enjoy, because this is the kind of weather the rest of the country is just so jealous of us about. Want to show you, though, what's going on, because while our weather is looking wonderful, you don't have to head very far to get over to Texas. As a matter of fact, the big story this morning on the Today Show was this line of severe weather moving through. That line has already produced many tornadoes, unfortunately, and I shared some of them on my Twitter page yesterday. Injuries, unfortunately, quite a bit of damage to buildings. It's now moving through Houston, and a meteorologist friend of mine actually posted. Now, you look at the power of this storm system, okay? That's just on the wider perspective. If I were to do a couple of things here, let me just tool around, and instead of using our live radar, let me just switch over to the national radar. I'm doing this on purpose, okay? Because if we zoom in here, that red box there, including Houston, that's a tornado watch, okay? We're looking at severe thunderstorm warnings with winds of 60 miles an hour on the north side of Houston and on the south side of Houston. Now, why am I mentioning this? We're not in Houston, Burris. It's because, believe it or not, instead of delaying just a little bit, their students' school, they opened school right on time, and they had school buses out and about. They had walkers out and about in this terrible, terrible weather. They could have delayed a couple of hours, and I know it's a mess. And I work with Seminole County very closely, but Doppler radar has indicated some damaging winds, okay? And then you head to the north, and there are actually flood warnings. You head to the north, and going into Memphis, they're much, much weaker. But tornado watch is posted, severe thunderstorm warnings. I don't know. Call me crazy, okay? But to me, it's just not the kind of thing that's worth it. All right. If we look at the severe weather threats for today, by the way, they are not here in our area. But as that storm system leaves Texas, it moves into Louisiana. And our friends there in Louisiana, right? Louisiana, Mississippi, you're talking about a big chunk. Alabama, Louisiana, and Mississippi. In terms of tornado risk, we're on a 4 out of 5. In terms of damaging wind risk, we're under a 5 out of 5. And under the large hail risk, we're under a 3 out of 5. So these are pretty decent severe weather threats heading into Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama today. Okay? Where does it go afterward? Okay, tomorrow that severe threat shifts into the Florida Panhandle and the Carolinas, though I do want to illustrate that it does move into our area, at least north, from Orlando north. Okay, that's tomorrow. Then we look at Thursday, and it's almost that identical area. So I'm just mentioning this because first off, I'm very disappointed with the way that Texas schools have handled this. Okay, but as that storm system continues to progress, there's tomorrow. It's moving our direction. We're sparking up our own showers and thunder showers. And then continuing on into Thursday, wet weather for us. And then finally by Friday, this frontal boundary will be able to move out and move right on through, okay? So when we look at the rain chances in central Florida, today we're fine, but as that storm system approaches us, your Wednesday and your Thursday are impact days. That's what the yellow triangle indicates. That means that weather is going to impact you, and there is the potential to see some stronger storms, okay? This is just the definition. Anytime you see that icon, that lets you know when the weather will impact you, and know that damaging storms are possible. For both days, we're under a level 1 out of 5 risk for strong to severe storms. What does that mean? That means that out of all the showers and storms that we're watching in our area, come Wednesday and Thursday, tomorrow and Thursday, out of all the storms we're watching, 1 or 2 could get a little strong. Relatively low tornado threat, relatively low hail threat, relatively low, but they're there. Okay, so I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page, okay? Keep that in mind. For today, here's where we're heading in terms of temperatures, and we'll get into Futurecast. Of course, that's the most important stuff. And I need to say hello to everybody as well, by the way. I apologize. Marie, Elsie, good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Nancy, good morning. Yvette, good morning to you. Frank says I'm making the drive again on Thursday. Great. Well, you can always come stay with me Wednesday night. Okay, I would say Thursday is actually looking like a pretty rotten day. You're more than welcome to come stay. That way you can you're more than welcome to. But at any rate, 84 for this afternoon in Ocala, 85 degrees in Claremont. It's going to be a nice and quiet day today, but into the future we go, and that's where we're tracking those showers and those thunder showers. So let me find, here we go. So here's Futurecast, and this morning we're looking good. We do have a handful of clouds, especially north of town. Maybe a shower or two, it's trying to say for Polk County. I'm not overly concerned about that, but it's something that we may need to watch for. But notice the overall model trend does show tonight a few showers. That'll be interesting. That's something that I'm just starting to see here. One second. Let me just see. Yeah, that's a new thing on the model. So we'll have to follow and see if that's a trend, the beginning of a trend, or just something random. Okay, all right. So then we go to tomorrow, and you can see by the afternoon, we're starting with the showers, but we start to really get those rains coming in through the evening, okay? And then if we were to continue beyond that... Let me switch over to, let me do this. Let me start with Beta Futurecast, and let's just go through today. Beta Futurecast will go far enough out. Yeah, see, Beta is still dry for today. All right, so for your Wednesday, there you go. Watch how those showers and thunder showers kind of fire up out west around 3 o'clock and then kind of march through the metro area tomorrow through dinner time. Certainly we'll watch it and see how that plays out. As that continues to work off to the east, look what happens into, see, we don't go far enough out. We'll just do this. Wide scale Futurecast. All right, first off, let's just back this up. Does this show anything tonight? Not really. Interesting. So we'll have to see how that plays out. All right, for tomorrow, that line of storms moves in, but we fire up our own stuff out ahead, okay? Right? We know that. That's pretty much consistent. Then we look to Thursday as that main area moves in. There's a lot of moisture. Thursday's looking like a crummy day. So I say again, Frank, you're more than welcome. This room is available to you. Just saying, if you wanted to come in early. Good morning, Ashley. Michelle's asking, will these storms leave us with some cooler temperatures? Good question. The answer is yes-ish. The question is yes-ish. Bezo's asking, are these premature signals of how our hurricane season will be based on the patterns we are seeing now? The answer is yes, absolutely it is. We talk about this on the regular, and you can always find that out by heading to, let's see. Wesh.com. Hold on, let me pull this browser out. Oh my goodness, stop it. I don't want that. Okay. All right, so here's wesh.com. Let me just expand this view a little bit so that we get the full, and if you click here and you click on hurricanes, brings you to the hurricane section. No current threats, super great. Where's my, oh, okay, it's down here. I need to, you can find the 2022 hurricane season forecast. I need to make that the main thing on the hurricane page. But if you click on that, this is our, this is what we published back in March. And it includes, by the way, it includes the full 49-minute coffee talk from that day. All about hurricane season. So to answer your question, yes, this is all Bezo. This is all talking about hurricane season, but my entire hurricane season forecast is there. There's the hot spots. It's all there on the hurricane section of wesh.com. Okay. All right. So Thursday, that's moving through. Thursday, blah, blah. Friday, a few showers lingering, and then we clear out. And perhaps most important, Saturday gorgeous, Sunday gorgeous. Yeah, the weekend forecast. Both days are looking good. So, if you're like me and you're heading to Garth, I am so excited to be heading to Garth Brooks. Look at that. We have ourselves a great, I've never been to a Garth Brooks concert, but if you're heading out to the concert, it looks very, very good. Annie, good morning to you. See you, Frankie. Yeah, forecast for the concert looks good. And, all things considered, that forecast looks outstanding. We just have that threat for Wednesday late into Thursday, okay? So late afternoon showers and storms, especially north is where we're looking at the nastier stuff. Thursday morning, rains are around, and then Thursday afternoon. So it's Wednesday afternoon, chance for storms, Thursday morning, rain. Thursday afternoon, chance for storms, and then clearing out by Friday, all right? So that's kind of what we're looking at. And in terms of rainfall, by the way, just so that we're discussing this, in terms of rainfall, Futurecast kind of giving us an idea, but look at how the European is going bonkers. The European has gone much wetter here in recent runs, so that's interesting. Terry's asking, Thursday mid-morning doctor's appointment. Will it be okay to drive? I mean, look, it's going to be wet, Thursday mid-morning. I mean, there it is. It's just going to be wet, so keep that in mind. Kathy, same for you, my dear. I wish I had better news for you. It's going to be wet, yeah. Bruce says, my comments seem to have stopped working. I see ya. Charles, down the street, good morning, buddy. Jeannie, good morning. Not my wife. Rain late today. Hate this time change. Or ran late today. Yeah, the time change is messing me up badly. Charles says, whoa, that's a big line of storms coming. Again, this is just the this is the wide scale model. Think of it as like a standard definition TV versus a high def TV. The longer scale Futurecast is lower resolution. So it's going to make it look a little more widespread than it is. Once we get into the higher resolution modeling, it kind of gets into check, but you just have to keep that in mind. Jeannie says, I'm going to need more coffee. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Stella, come here. That girl, she's just a putz in her old age. Pat, good morning, crew. Can finally announce baby number 2 on the way. Congratulations. Last time I got in trouble for telling you guys too early. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. Are you about to lose control? Do you think you like it? Congratulations. That's incredible news. Oh, man. Arlena, good morning. I know this is outside of our area, but we have outdoor competitions Thursday until in Odessa, Florida, near Tampa. Does it look like a washout? Trying to decide if I should drive or just skip it. I mean, maybe it's outside our area, but the forecast includes rain for more than just our area. So for what it's worth. Yeah. Journey in April for you. Very good. Very good. I like that. Beverly, which low is recycling this time? I have to look. Hold on. LRC. What are we? 22nd. So like the 23rd, 24th, March 23rd, 24th. Hold on. Cycle day 37 and cycle day 38. November 15th, November 16th. Yeah, these are not lows that are a part of the hurricane forecast, ironically. It's just a storm system, which, it's fine. These are just not the same lows that are a part of that storm system. Now, it was asked, after this, do we get cooler temperatures? And the answer is yes-ish. We're not talking about a big chill. We're kind of running out of those opportunities. But we are heading in a lower direction. From your Wednesday high temperature of 88 to a Friday high temperature of 77, we are adjusting those temperatures down just a little bit post-front. So here's a look at kind of how it puts together, okay? So for today, 88. Tomorrow, 88. Depends on the storm, how they're timing it out, and all of that fun stuff. Carolyn says the resolution on the Euro looks much finer. Yeah, I believe the Euro grid is a higher resolution than the GFS grid. But Futurecast is based on like the HER and the WRF together. And so when you get into the longer range, it's like the difference of like a 1 kilometer versus a 15 kilometer resolution. This is Carolyn and I talking because we're weather people. We're weather nerds. Think of the kilometer as a pixel. So higher resolution, 1 kilometer. High definition. Lower resolution goes out further. Low standard definition. So from a 1 kilometer pixel to a 15 kilometer pixel. So Wednesday, afternoon showers and storms. Thursday looks just like a crummy wet day, if I'm honest with you. We'll have full coverage on Coffee Talk, and we'll be updating things on social media through the day, and we'll, of course, have our afternoon Coffee Talk. We always do. But just want to let you know. And then Friday, perfect. Saturday, perfect. Sunday, perfect. Monday, perfect. It's great. It's all good. At least we get a nice weekend. Stella, that wasn't anybody knocking. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hey, lady. Come here. You are so concerned about protecting our little house, huh? You are so concerned about protecting the house. It's okay, baby. It's okay. I will protect you too, okay? My sweet Stella. She has to protect me. Tammy, Cocoa bad on Thursday, Friday? I would say Thursday's a crummy day. I would say Friday's not looking too bad, though. Let's see here. Tiffany, can you show Futurecast for tomorrow again? Looks like I missed it. Sure. Let me dial it back up. All right. So the one thing that's interesting about Futurecast that I'll have to really dive deeper into is it's saying some late day showers out west. That's a new thing. I have to look at that. But after that, here's Futurecast. Tomorrow morning is looking good. Tomorrow there's lunchtime. We're looking good. But out west, you can see some rains around, right? Then into the afternoon, we'll start to fire up showers, even some thunder showers, and march them off to the east. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Never a dull moment. But what else can you say, right? Never a dull moment. Mark says coffee time. Nothing wrong with that either. That's my favorite time of day. Let's see here. Finishing my first cup. I need my second. Very good. When are you going to do another hurricane prediction? Live 1008 on YouTube asks. I mean, I did it. The hurricane prediction is there. What else do I need? Like, it's done. It's done. It's in the books. There it is. I did it. I don't know what else. What What do you want from me? I did 48 minutes of coffee talk on it. That's like some Inception stuff happening there. But yeah, I mean, it's there. So I don't know what else. When am I going to do another forecast? Next year. Jeannie's asking, any high winds, tornadic weather expected with the rain? So in terms of our nastier storms for tomorrow, tornado outlook is at a 1 for us. Okay, lower south, but a 1 for us. In terms of damaging winds, it's a 1 for us. And in terms of large hail, it's also a 1 for us. So that's okay. All said and done, it's the lower end threat for strong to severe storms, which makes sense because kind of just atmospheric dynamics. So we're not declaring them first warning weather days. We're just declaring them impact days, meaning weather's going to impact you, and there is the chance to see something a little stronger. All right? Dan, when are you doing an Easter weekend forecast? 4/16 specifically. Well, that we can look at. That I've got my April forecast put together. Here's my April forecast. 16th, so it looks nice, kind of warm. Yeah, actually, Easter looks pretty nice. I've not heard from Chris Pierce on critiquing me yet. Chris, we need to have our semi-annual weather argument. Poor Stella, she's just trying to do her job. I know, poor thing. You're new to the area and you haven't found good coffee. I would say I love Foxtail. I mean, Starbucks is, Starbucks burnt coffee. It's good. Foxtail's good. Anything. Honestly, I try to just find anything. The smaller roasters, Barney's is outstanding. I just try to find anything. Anything cool. Anything cool. Yeah. Let's see here. Completely off topic, but you look like me, very undecided on how to place furniture. It seems every time I see Coffee Talk, you change the location of your desk. Yeah, it's funny. So in my office, I'll show you. So in my office, the door is right there. That's on the back wall. I've got windows ahead of me, and this wall is blank. This desk rotates. So I do Coffee Talk facing this because it's a pretty background. I have nothing on that wall right now, so eventually when I put stuff up there, maybe I'll leave it like that. So yeah, so this desk rotates around. Yeah, I'm trying to work on, we're looking at like new couches, a new living room set. I'm trying to settle into this house. We've been in this house, 2.5 years. I'm trying. It's a struggle though, especially when you don't have like that designer eye. It's tough. Janet, I don't mean to be picky, but you said lunch good for outdoor lunch, but afternoon not. What time does the rain start? I guess I don't understand. So tomorrow, lunch looks good, but after that, it does not look good. And it's not being picky. You're just trying to get your information. There's nothing wrong with that, Janet. Nothing wrong with that at all. But yeah, I think lunch tomorrow looks good. But into the afternoon, that's when we start to run into some weather issues. Here, let's take a look at Futurecast together. See, lunchtime is fine. 1 o'clock, we're fine. But it's after that. You can see 3, 4, 5 o'clock, we start to bubble up showers and bring it in. And if we take a look at beta Futurecast, again, lunchtime is fine. That's 1 o'clock, we're good. After that, we start to fire up those storms out west and march them into the metro by about 5, 5:30, 6 o'clock. So no, Janet, not picky at all. You just want your information. I'm here for it. LILLV 1008 on YouTube. Sorry, I thought you might do one just before the season because sea temperature changes as we get closer to the season. I mean, I'll update it, but it's the forecast is set in stone. Yeah, the forecast is set in stone. Mary says, time change messing me up as well as the pollen. Oh, you and me both. You and me both. Alyssa says, Apocalypse Coffee in Melbourne. I'll have to try that. I've never done it. Dana says, Craft and Common. I can second that. Craft and Common is outstanding. Craft and Common is outstanding. Jeannie, is that a Murphy bed in the background? It is. My brother Frank has slept on said Murphy bed. Yeah, it is. Is it bad? Does that look bad in the background? Evelyn says, I like the helicopter in the background. Yeah, Chopper 2 model. Chopper 2 doesn't even look like that anymore. That was the Chopper 2 when I started at Wesh. Yeah. David says, we have a barbecue food truck hoping for decent weather for our pop-ups. I don't know when the pop-ups are, but I certainly hope for decent weather for you as well. Yeah. We do have some rains, though, moving in. My friends. Nothing we can do about that. But be prepared, right? Jenny says the background looks good. Thank you. Yeah, I like it. The thing though, yeah, it's a Murphy bed, but I feel like it's okay. It frames the office nicely. I think. It's a queen size Murphy bed. Boston. Kelly, am I switching it up on the coffee I'm bringing you today? No, Boston Coffee House. I didn't even think about it. Producer Kelly, my dear, brings Boston Coffee House. I've never been to said physical location, but for those of you that are like me that do the sugar-free thing, Producer Kelly brings in, what is that? It's like is it a mocha? Holy cannoli, that thing is great. If Starbucks had that in sugar-free, my life would be complete. It is so good. Oh my gosh, it is so good. Tracy, I like the background. Thank you, my dear. I appreciate that. Nancy says, I love Murphy beds. I just figured for the office, the Murphy bed was a nice thing, And Cafe Mocha. Okay. Holy cannoli, the Cafe Mocha is so good. I am no designer, so I'm just trying to come up with nice stuff. Just trying. All right. At any rate, here's our 7-day forecast, my friends. Would love to see the timing of the storm slow down, hoping my son's baseball game doesn't get rained out again. Tiffany, tell me when the baseball game is. Janet says, Murphy looks great, giving me ideas of in our guest room to get more use of it when we don't have a guest. See, that's the thing. I wanted my office to double as a room if need be. And so, yeah, when we moved in, we threw the Murphy bed in with the shelves, and it's great. It's great. But this wall is blank, and I need to figure out stuff to put up there. I'm thinking, hurricane pictures or something. I don't know. I'm trying. The rest of the house has a coastal feel, and I want that coastal feel. But I feel like hurricane pictures in the weather guy's office may not be a bad idea. I don't know. I have to figure it out. Nadia is asking, Thursday will rain all day. It kind of looks that way, my dear. Yeah, it kind of looks that way. Sorry. 5:45 baseball game tomorrow, Tiffany. Where exactly? Because, 5:45 is going to be tough. Yeah. Unfortunately. Cool weather art on canvas. Now, if I could find cool weather art on canvas, that would be cool. There is something somebody made for me. I have to show this to you. You guys have to see this. I have it up on a shelf, but you never see this. But it's up on a shelf. Look at this. Look what somebody made me. Is that not one of the coolest things? Needlepoint. Isn't that cool? That is one of the sweetest things. How about DMB posters on the blank wall? Michael, I never got into the DMB poster thing. I don't know why. I just never did. I don't know why. It just was never it. You know why? Because they're expensive. I love vintage maps for decor. You don't see it, but I've got a vintage globe on the top of this, and I got an old one. Like, it is the oldest globe I could find. Half the countries aren't there anymore. I love the vintage thing as well. I absolutely do. Yeah, but it's on top. You can't see it on the top. but it's up there. Arnett says hurricane photo is a good idea. Yeah, I was thinking of something nicey, nice and artistic-y, something like that. And that's what I'm thinking. Some nice hurricane pictures, because they're in the public domain. You just have to find them. Like maybe hurricanes that I've covered or something. I don't know. I have to figure it out. Yeah. I'll figure it out. All right. At any rate, my friends, in the words of the great, is it Ollie Williams? It's gonna rain. That's all we can say. Carolyn, a nice supercell would be good. Yeah, I think, maybe a couple of hurricane pictures and a nice supercell, just weather nerdy stuff. I don't know. I have to get the wife's approval on it anyway. All right, listen, be the sunshine in someone else's day, would you? We are going to be tracking this through the day, and of course, I will have updates on my Twitter, little, tweets through the day, and our 3:30 afternoon coffee talk. Be there or be square. Bruce says weather pictures in general would work. Yeah, maybe if it's like a couple of hurricane pictures and then some scenic pictures, and then I could switch them out, something like that. Canvas.com, of course there's a canvas.com. What is a canvas? Well, actually, I clicked canvas.com and it took me to Untapped. So maybe canvas.com is not a thing. But I would love some nice weathery stuff. Nikki, you could put satellite images and then have them printed on canvas through Shutterfly. Interesting. You have my attention. See, this is why I need you guys and gals' help. Because I do not have a designer's eye at all. And then I could do coffee talk facing this way and facing that way. Right now, when I do it that way, you just see a big white wall. Oh, iCanvas.com. Oh. Well, I've got something to look at. Oh, that's cool stuff. I can already see I'm going to like it. Although when I type hurricane, there's a kitty cat. That's weird. Okay. All right. I will see you guys at 3:30 for the afternoon coffee talk and tweeting through the day. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you so much for hanging out. Bye, y'all.